Okay, check. Welcome to the Christmas hour. 1, 2, 3. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, save me, it's special. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Stay at Home Kids Podcast. This is season 2, episode 4. Yeah. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving for all the people that had Thanksgiving.
Clear eyes, full bellies.
I know.
Yeah.
Still in my belly.
It was good. We did the turkey and we did the beef short rib. Talk about what you guys did for Thanksgiving in the chat if you want. Talking about thankfulness this episode. And all the things we're thankful for, but mainly all the things we might not be so thankful for living with our parents. So
we're putting a little spin on it here. We're going to say things we're not thankful for. Who's with me?
We're unappreciative.
So, honestly, yeah, maybe we should give them, like, the couple things we're thankful for, you know, so that we don't seem too ungrateful.
That's true.
So, like, I'm thankful for the food I eat and the clothes I wear and the house over my head, because if I wasn't without my parents, I'd probably be on the streets. The streets are calling. What are you guys thankful for?
I got to think long and hard about this one.
There's a short list.
Cue the music.
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful specifically my parents. I'm thankful for a job. Oh my gosh. Having money is so nice.
Now we're talking.
Having the ability to buy myself and others Christmas gifts is just it's a whole nother vibe. What about you, Shannon?
I'm thankful for a bed to sleep in, the sheets on my bed, the pillows on my bed.
I'm getting a central theme.
In my bed.
My bed is a vibe. But yeah, what you guys said too, I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for friends. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, we're very grateful and thankful for things. But on this episode, we're ungrateful for a lot of things.
Remix.
Yeah. So, you know, living with your parents can be very tough at times. You know, my parents always say this to me that we don't even bother you. You get the whole, like, room to yourself. You can do whatever you want, right?
Whole room. You're only your bedroom.
Yeah, it's a trick statement, because then they're like, "What do you think this is, a hotel where you just come and go as you please?" So yeah, we get a lot of guilt trips around here. So although they'll say things like, "Yeah, you can do whatever you want, come and go as you please," and then the next hour they're like, "So you don't want to call? You don't want to do text where you're at?" And I'm like, "Dad, come on! Like, it's like, yeah, I'm a grown adult. Like, let me do what I want to do." That's one thing. Anybody else?
Jeez.
But you don't really know the struggle because you're a boy.
That's true.
So you be thankful for that. Change that to your thankful list.
You should be thankful that I am a boy. Wait, hold on.
Rephrase. Remix.
You as a girl should be thankful that you have an older brother as a boy, because I could take
What
care.
other gender would my older brother be?
I mean, you should be thankful. You should be thankful that you have an older brother as a sibling, because I can vouch for you on numerous occasions that she's okay if you go out.
Has he
late
ever
night.
vouched for you?
Go back to my thinking. When have you vouched for me? More like I get the call.
Or the times where I would talk to your mom or dad and be like, "It's okay, Abby and Liz and Hannah are with me," and then Actually, your mom would be like,
When has that ever happened?
and then your mom would be like, well,
And then we're at Waffle House at 2 a.m.
that's
She's
true.
fine.
That's true. That's true. If you just sit down and make her a cup of chai, she calms down. Goes back to her own level.
yeah. So kids, the ones living at home, you got to figure out how to balance home life with your parents, and that's gonna take some trial and error. So Hannah has
Mostly
to
error.
Yeah.
Hannah's got it down. Chaya fixes everything. Because that works for grandma too.
Some biscotti, their calm as can be.
Yeah, you had to figure out what's gonna ignite them and what's not. What's gonna set them off into anger, and you're gonna just get into an argument and just be like, "I just want to move out."
Daily occurrence.
I feel like that's more of on y'all's side because I'm 20. I still got some time before I can move out, and I can't cook by myself. You guys can cook. That's a reason. You can self-sustain yourself. If I end up leaving, I will be starving. So are your parents still concerned with how late you guys stay out? Is that still a problem? As long as you're together.
Oh yeah, if we're together, I don't think they care.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm by myself, I don't want to jinx it, but lately I haven't been getting the text, so your girl's running with it. I don't know if it's just because they're older and they get tired and they just go to sleep, or they trust me. Wow, what a world.
It could be either.
Could be either or. I'm not trying to ask.
Yeah, there's a certain age where you can start just kind of walking out of the house without telling your parents. I think I've definitely passed that point because I'll just walk out and be like, I'm going out. Or sometimes I did, even today, I just walked out and I was like, I'm not telling anybody. And then I come back and then they're like, whatever. Yeah. So I think you're probably closer to the age where you have to still say, if you're going out.
That'll never end for me. Yeah. It'll never end.
Hannah, you probably definitely have to tell your parents where you have to go.
I do, but Dad forgets. So Mom will come home. She's like, "Where's Hannah?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "I told you where I was going."
What a snake!
The same thing happens with Abby. I was like, "I told you 2 weeks ago, Dad." And he's like, "I forgot."
Oh yeah, that's true. That's another thing we can put on the not thankful for list. When your parents don't vouch for you to each other.
Oh yeah. The minute one of them are in trouble, they just resort back to that's my partner. I trust them.
I'm not thankful for the amount of times my name is called in this household. Between my mom, my dad, and grandma, you would think that I am a freaking maid or financial advisor or bookkeeper or whatever in this house. Grandma needs something 24/7. If grandma or dad's not here, mom's calling me. If mom's not here, dad's calling me. I'm like, you have 2 other children. One that lives here.
Same.
I am not the only existing. I know I'm the only functional one.
This is good. This is good because this makes me more confident that they're going to live with Shannon Wednesday.
No. Yeah, and then it leads to that conversation of, Shannon, you're going to take care of us when we're older, right? And I'm like, I don't know.
At this point, might as well.
Go on record that this year, your girl carved the turkey at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you suck. She took my honor, man. It was my thing.
And my father handed me the knife and said, Shannon, this is your year. And so I carved the turkey.
She got the blessing.
Then we went and got a Christmas tree. And my dad, Chris wasn't here. What's new? So my dad asked me to come with him to get the Christmas tree. And so I said, okay, I'll come. And I said, where's Chris? And he's like, oh, he's not here. And I was like, oh, are we going to wait for him? And he said, no. And I said, oh, who's going to help you carry it in the house? He's like, you. And then I said, well, Dad, I might as well be your third son in this house because I just do everything. And I got a chuckle out of him, so it was a win.
This brings us to our sponsor. Hey, you guys remember, for all you guys and girls out there with facial hair, we have that product, Beard Balm. Obviously for men, women if you have mustaches, but men,
Which you do.
you can just use it for your beard. It'll help with the itchiness. It'll help smoothing out the hairs. It smells great, And it's all natural, organic, certified, made in America. So try this product out. For all our listeners out there, if you use the word SAHK, S-A-H-K, hashtag S-A-H-K, SAHK, go to this website. Link is in the bio.
It's a great Christmas gift if you don't know what to get your mans or your dad or your brother or your uncle or your dog or your mans who looks like a dog. And also, don't forget our other link in the bio, which is to help our Anna's Helping Hands, which is our charity, our family charity. And there's pictures on there to see where your money is going. You're helping kids, churches, pastors in India, and we're helping provide basic needs for them. And it's mainly in North India. So if you feel the need, if you felt led, then click the link and you can donate. And we'll send you pictures to make sure your proceeds are going to the right places.
Yeah. And what's our goal for how much money we want to raise?
Our goal is 1K.
1K,
so
baby. That's a lot, but that's really not a lot. So
We can get it. We can get it.
yeah.
And it helps a lot of people. So
all you stay-at-home kids that have no money, ask your parents.
ask them to make a donation.
And we're back. So ungrateful things.
I'll say I'm not thankful for the placement of my room because my room is right next to Grandma's room. My whole life it's been like that. But it so happens that when you walk down the hallway, you pass by my room first before getting to Grandma's room. And so my mom and dad and everyone, they're like constantly going to Grandma's room to check on her. And then Grandma's also walking by all the time. So every time someone passes by my room, they look in my room. And every time, I swear, like, I get up during the day, guys, but every time they walk by my room, I'm sitting on my bed or doing something. And every time I get to comment, get out of your room. Why are you sitting in your bed all day? What are you doing in there? I'm like, oh my God, I just sat down. But it so happens every time somebody walks by the room. Or I get that comment of, ugh, your room is a mess. And they just go and walk to Grandma's room.
How many times has your parents walked in your room this week and said your room is a mess?
No, so what's great about my life is that Abby's room is a disaster.
Abby's not with us today, so
Literally nothing can compare. Like my room is pristine compared to Abby. Abby literally has like it's not
Abby's
as much
room
as
like a jungle because she has all those
it
plants.
is. It really not even because of the plants. Like she just loves stuff. Like dad can't even like step foot in her room. He like can't find the floor.
he's disgusted.
Like, that's how bad it is. So like my room is so clean to them.
Her room is like a heavenly room.
I know. They like come in, they're like, thank you. I think that's why they come into my room so often. Mom like busts through the door. I'm like,
Yes.
I've tried locking it, but I'm like, it's just no use. You guys come every 5 seconds.
Exactly.
So.
I just leave my door open now. There's no boundaries in Indian households. No boundaries.
There's none. At least you're upstairs, though. They just don't.
Yeah, you don't get
all the way
that.
upstairs.
I've had to work for that privilege, okay? For 7 years of my life, I had no room. So let me live my life. Okay.
You just now got privacy.
I was living in the living room or our office room.
On the couch.
And so let me live my life. So for all those kids, because I heard this past week, they were not complaining, but they were just like, I don't have a room. And I'm like, bro, I know that life, man. Just deal with it. Like, God will reward you later with your own upstairs.
I know. Now you got like 2 rooms and a couch.
But it is nice. I'll say I'm grateful for the upstairs right now. And I'm not going to stay here long term. So, Shannon, you can have this, obviously. But because they don't come upstairs. Grandma never, I don't think Grandma's ever seen the upstairs.
Never been upstairs.
She doesn't even know we have a second story.
Oh my gosh.
So it was kind of funny.
True.
The other thing is, I'm ungrateful for all the hair. This may be just living with women. I'm ungrateful for all the hair that I find in the corners of the house, okay? Long strands of hair. And I think some of this might be Grandma's too, but I see some brown hair from Shannon, some black hair, some gray hair. They're the long ones too. It's not my hair, and it's not Dad's hair, so.
It just collects, though. I don't know where it,
All I gotta say is get used to it.
I literally saw a tumbleweed
You should
hair.
you should see what I pull out of my shower drain.
I know.
Ugh.
Don't even get me started on that.
But this can go 2 ways because what's more annoying than long hair is your short, little, tiny beard hairs that you can't even pick up because it's so short.
When Dad shaves, he never washes it. And so it's just like little
Same.
tiny gray hairs everywhere.
Great.
And then I'm the one that has to clean the bathrooms. I'm like, you plan.
And I see your little thing where you put in the toilet and you don't flush the toilet.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, you put the beard hairs in the
Yeah, so like,
I open it, I'm like, oh,
what?
pants.
It just helps me from clogging the sink drain, so I'll just scoop it up and I'll put it in the toilet.
You nasty.
Sounds like I'm ungrateful. These are just pet peeves, really, at the end of the day. For the different aromas that go through the house. And it goes by time. It goes by time of day.
What?
So early in the morning, you have grandma cooking up something.
Oh,
and
something
it smells like
avocado.
strong. Because I don't want to be one of those Indians that has the curry smell. And then in the afternoon, mom's making something, and it's like a strong smell, but at least she'll cook outside. And then at night, I make bacon, but that's a great smell.
And it's
Bacon at
every
12
day,
o'clock.
people. Every day is bacon.
What?
I have
You eat that much bacon?
And it seeps through the air vents.
You guys know that our parents can smell stuff like 10 hours later that we cooked like so
I
long
know.
ago? I don't get it. Like, mom will like come in and she's like, I smell it. What did you make? And I'm like, I made it yesterday. Like, and I can like open all the windows, like all the windows of the house are open, all the doors, and I'll make sure the smell is gone. I'll light a couple candles, like all different scents of candles. So, and she's like,
Same.
you cooked fish? I was like, dang it, how you smell that? Listen, so it sounds like we're ungrateful for a lot of things, but like we started out, we're very grateful for the house we have. You know, our parents, we're nothing without our parents. We're nothing without our parents, man. We literally be on the streets, okay? So
The scrates.
although there's like things we're like ungrateful for, and I think that's what we're going to. There's gonna be things when you're living with your parents that you're just gonna be like, God, mom and dad, you suck. God, like just leave me alone. Like God, like, I just want to live my life.
Oh my God. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Valley Girl thing, like, oh my God,
Oh,
stop.
I thought you were doing it.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Fallon, yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of moments where it's gonna be like, and but you have to look past the and you have to see that they're doing it for your best interest. They're trying to help you. They're trying to sustain you as much as they can until you gather yourself and move on into the world, into your own ventures. And that's the thing about our culture. We're interdependent. We're not independent people and families. We're interdependent. So our grandmother lives with us. Yeah, so we're a multi-generational household, and that has its pros and cons.
Yeah, because the reality is all of us would be kicked out of the house by now if we were not Indian.
Yeah. Sometimes I find it funny that like in the American culture, people just like get like, you're 18, you're out, man. Like, and I'm like, that's cool, because I had that thought for a while, and I still have the thought like I'm ready to go, like I'm saving up for the house and everything. But at the end of the day, it's like eventually we all come back to the house together, because we are not the culture to just put our families into like nursing homes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big deal. Like we try to take care of our elderly. We try to support them, do whatever we can for them until death. And our parents show a great example of it right now. They really like, I think as much as we complain about living with our parents, my mom and dad have been living with my grandmother
I know.
for their whole lives.
Never got to live alone.
Yeah, my mom was saying the other day, it was kind of funny actually, and I was like, man, I feel bad for my mom. They said that, this is a funny thing, I don't know if I should say this on the podcast, but they said on their wedding day,
The honeymoon.
on their honeymoon, my dad's dad was crashing with them in the hotel.
So like literally never got into
Never alone. So you can imagine they are probably feeling it as much as we are feeling it.
They have more patience than us.
Yeah.
So eventually, this is all going to be full circle when we have our own kids.
Or when we have to take care of them, our parents.
Yeah.
Oof.
Who's going to take care of your parents?
Have you guys had this conversation?
Um,
They would be the three to be like, I'll take care of them. No, I'll take care of them. No,
Oh, no.
I'll take care of them. Or we're like, nah, you do it.
now that Elizabeth's like obviously Right now, Elizabeth's the obvious choice because she's stable.
She's the most responsible.
Yeah, she's the most responsible. She makes some bomb food, and like she
But the problem is
be a bad
that
person
you
to crash
can't.
with.
John would also take his parents too, so you can't have both parents living in the same house.
But for us right now, it's Elizabeth. Elizabeth would probably take mom and dad. They joke about how Abby would, but then they say they just want to see how Paul and Abby live. Because, like, they both are very much the same. So, like, they just want to come and see their household, like, how it runs.
So you're not...
End of the line, it's not me.
It's like, you're not even in the running.
Yeah.
In full circle, be grateful that your parents love you and are taking care of you and will do anything for you, because a lot of kids will just get kicked out of their house at, like, 15, 18, whatever. And they'll have to struggle on their own. We're not ungrateful. These are more like pet peeves, like I said earlier. But that's family.
Chris's pet peeve.
But that's family, right? If you ain't like annoyed with somebody, it's like
we keep it real on this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't try to act like you guys are perfect.
Yeah, because you're not. I know you. I know what you did last summer. Okay, that was weird. All right, so thanks for joining us on this episode. Stay Home Kids, Season 2, Episode 4. And we talked about gratefulness.
Check out the links below.
Yes.
And
Subscribe, like. Tell your friends about podcasts. I mean, we just doing our thing. We chilling. We have some sponsors now, so it's life is
so
good.
we chilling.
Yeah, we making
chilling.
that money.
We
A couple
chill.
pennies.